So, something interesting here. This is a little horror game called Prophet. And the fact that it's a little horror game is already the first thing to attract my attention, but it is a visual novel, and I don't normally show visual novels. I prefer something with slightly more interactive gameplay. But in this case, the game was made for a game jam with very, very restrictive requirements, and I found that very interesting. The game jam is the O2A2 2025, only one of any asset visual novel jam. And I mean, they mean only one of any asset. Only one character, sprite model, only one environment, only one soundtrack, and only one sound effect, which is already particularly restrictive. But on top of it, it also says 1,000 words or less, and only 10 days from start to completion. And I mean, that is some super tight requirements there. So yeah, let's go and have a look at the game and see how we feel they did. Let's maximize this out and click a new game.
Pilgrim.
Yeah, it's voice acted. I mean, that's quite impressive in itself.
Come in. You're safe now. Your pilgrimage is near an end, and I am here to assist in your ascension.
So we are faced with this woman who looks a bit like a fortune teller from a little theme park. We have a few interesting things here. This interesting symbol that she has behind her, the little 3 items hand signal that she's doing, the little symbol that she's holding up, and it's also on her necklace. I mean, the sort of the ritual theming here is very, very impressive. I suppose it's also supposed to be the symbol on these massive curtains in the background. And so the only information we seem to have received here is that we are a pilgrim coming up from a village. We are ascending.
You're at the entrance of heaven, chosen by your village to ascend.
So we are the chosen one of our village, sent up to, I suppose, up a mountain to this woman who will let us into heaven.
Before you enter, you must perform the ritual.
So now there's a ritual that we need to accomplish. Let's see what that's about.
Cross over to the ritual area and take your time. You are safe within the church.
Lots of interesting and symbolic knowledge there. Verbiage, word choice. And we were told that we're safe within the church and we can take our time. So now we just have the option to move across. Nothing else that we can click.
The tea ceremony is sacred to the ritual.
And we are given choices, but with some interesting little signs in the background that we're starting to notice, like the foot over there. Just keep out for those kind of things. So we are presented with 3 different types of tea and a lot of mess in the background.
You must drink what best represents you, and
I don't know how to choose which of these best represents me.
I apologize for such messes. I'll beckon the maid to serve you. Maid, will you please assist our pilgrim? Maid? Maid? Apologies. It seems that my mate's mind has rotted away.
And that wasn't creepy at all.
So sorry for the inconvenience. Please serve yourself for this ritual.
So we're not quite sure what that means. Also note the kind of arms hanging over, holding things. But now we get to choose which of these teas we think is the most important for us. I don't quite know how the rituals apply to anything. But these are the only choices that we have. So do we want the bright yellow tea, the orange one in the middle, or the green tea? I think for this selection, I'm going to go with the far right one. Which is the bright yellow tea.
With such technique.
And we get complimented.
quench yourself with the tea and continue to the rest of the ritual.
So we drink our tea. Again, nothing that else we can click on. We can just merely move to the next stage.
In your ascension, you must offer a gift to the keepers in heaven.
I love the design elements here, where there is this foot with something disturbing happening to it down there. This sense that this broken table, is being held up by a vaguely cherubic leg and arm, and of course the rose that is held in this hand here.
Take one of the gifts here that best represent you. Your place on Earth, your family and people.
So we need to be represented
For your journey beyond.
for our journey beyond.
I would have asked the maid to gift wrap it for you. Unfortunately, you must do it yourself.
Yes. So we have a loaf of bread. We have what I assume is perfume. I think that's a perfume dispenser. I don't know quite what that is. And we have a rose. And I think I'm going to stick with choosing the rightmost one. So we'll choose the rose, the yellow rose.
An excellent choice of gift, Pilgrim. Professional gift wrapping too.
So apparently
On
we
to the
wrap
last
it
step
very
of the
well.
ritual.
The last step of the ritual, and we move to
Finally,
the wardrobe.
choose a robe to present yourself in heaven. I would ask the maid to help you dress, but alas, you must put it on your own.
Right, so we have, again, interesting three choices here. We have this blue robe with white spots on it. We have this much lighter whitish robe with also spots on it. And I did notice we have this book to look at down here. But I'm not going to click on that. I will leave that for you guys to come and have a look at and see how that affects things and if you can use that to wangle your way to a different ending. But I'm going to choose this robe.
An excellent choice of fashion, Pilgrim. You've completed all steps of the ritual. Turn to the other side of the room to enter heaven.
Right, so the music has stopped mysteriously and we can move to the right.
I apologize for the lack of service on your pilgrimage.
Keep turning.
I need a second mind to assist sometimes.
It looks vaguely like a Viking. I don't know, I get the idea this is a Viking ship's shields. Anyway,
You prepared yourself so professionally regardless.
we have mysterious whispering in the background.
Which gives me an idea.
She has an idea. And we move.
Now, hold my hand, and I'll guide you to heaven.
And we have her voice getting a bit disturbing and this strange bloody hand. But we don't really have a lot of choice other than to choose the hand.
Got you.
And this emerges behind it. And she exclaims, "Got you," so she's presumably pulled us through.
Don't be scared, Pilgrim. The pain is but a blink. Your entrance to heaven is here. Pilgrim,
And we start again.
come in. You're safe now. Your pilgrimage is near an end, and I am here to assist in your ascension.
And this is where we loop. And what happens next is we go through the ritual again, with some changes that you'll see if you come and play the game. And I do recommend coming to play the game. It's an interesting experience. And then based on our choices, we end up with a certain ending. And yeah, there are one of three endings. And I'm not going to go through the changes because I'm going to leave that for you to come and find out. So before we go any further, let's say that's the end of the gameplay. And if you're just here to see the gameplay, then I do heartily recommend liking, commenting, and or subscribing, because that is how you boost the engagement for me. But more importantly, it's how you boost engagement for you, and that's how you train the YouTube algorithm to basically show you the kinds of videos that you want. And a good trained YouTube algorithm is a good thing to have. So I do recommend that. Yeah, so that's it. That's the gameplay. If you're going to head off, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, I am faced with the task of giving some critique for those of you who are here to see the critique. And obviously, it's quite restrictive, so I can't critique too many things. Some things are quite amazing. The fact that it's all voice acted is great. Beautiful voice actress that is handling that. I think we get her name in the title. Can we go back to the title and have a look-see? Yes. So there is a name here, Mary Ann Stanek. I assume that is who the voice actress is. If we click on it, we get taken to a Blue Sky account. Yeah, the voice actress from southwestern France. Well, excellent job, Mary Ann. Bravo. I was very, very impressed, especially that little breathy bit at the end, just before you grab the hand. That was amazingly well done. I like that. So, yeah, from the sound perspective, that's absolutely fantastic. That little whispering sound is very, very good. The music in the background was pretty good as well. Obviously trying to present that slightly creepy, something is a little bit wrong here, but you're feeling relaxed tone, which is very, very good. Yeah, so the sound work, absolutely fantastic. The artwork, very, very good as well. I think there's a few screenshots down here. I mean, the slightly unsettlingly creepy gypsy / ritual lady. Obviously, the little details in the background of the limbs hanging and things like that. There's a lot of very fine detail there. A lot of very good artwork. Did I say whether the developer did the art? I'm assuming so. This is Cat Trigger, who has done some other games that I do recommend checking out. So I'm assuming she is the source of the art, or at least is responsible for a lot of the design principles and things like that. So yeah, full marks for the sounds, full marks for the art. There is also a really good settings page with the different requirements. You've got the language, graphics settings, text speed and management, things like that. That's a very, very nice detail. I see very few games adding that in. I actually thought this was a Ren'Py game for a moment because of that kind of stuff. It is apparently Unity, but yeah, really, really well done. And then my favorite, the sound controls. So bravo for that. Yeah, so the UI, the controls and things, all absolutely full marks for. This is a game that has been pared down to a very fine, polished result. So really, the only thing left to talk about is the gameplay. And the only critique I have there is that I don't quite get feedback on the choices made. I don't get a sense of how the choices at all affect the endings. I only found one choice that seemed to be meaningful, which is selecting that book during the robe settings. And when I went through it, it didn't really change anything. So yeah, I've only reached one ending. I haven't managed to find any of the others yet. I don't know how to get to them. If there are selections of the choices in particular orders, or if I need to wait for time to run out or something along those lines. I don't know. But all in all, it is really, really well done. I haven't got that level of feedback, and I don't know how to give that kind of feedback, considering how restricted the game is, unless there are visual clues in the background that I haven't noticed. Something to do with the way the background is designed, perhaps. I don't know. We didn't get any information on what kind of tea they were. We don't know why the items are particularly important for the ritual, and I think a lot of that is because of the word count restriction. 1,000 words in the game is very, very tight. I don't know how I would design a game with these constraints. So I am super impressed that Cat Trigger here has in fact done such a remarkably good job of designing the game as we see it. So bravo on that. Absolutely fantastic. Thank you. And that's all the critique I'm going to give. I'm going to heartily recommend that you come give this game a look. The link will be in the description. And thank you for watching this video. And I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.